Hi guys, I've been using the Sony ZV1 for a period of time now and I quite like it. But the inbuilt audio sounds a little weird and unnatural. Even my mobile phone over here records slightly better inbuilt audio than my Sony ZV1. Here, have a listen. So here I have my DJI Pocket on the left and the Sony on the right. So basically we are here in this F1 track. Most of the time if there's F1 races, you'll be at this area which is more of a coastal area. You can clearly hear how the voice on the Sony ZV1 sounds like it went through some poor noise cancelling softwares. The vocals are really weird and somewhat artificial. I even tried to turn off the wind noise reduction setting over here. But to no avail, the audio still sounds like dog poo. So in this video, we're gonna explore 3 options that cost less than $60 to even enhance the audio quality on the Sony ZV1. But if you are new here, I do cover photography tips and gadget reviews. So if you are interested, do subscribe down below. The format of today's video is gonna be a little bit different. I'm gonna let you guys hear the audio that comes out of these 3 different mics and you have to guess which mic it is. Let's bring out the first mic. I won't be telling you guys the names of the mics as we'll be covering it later, but you can just hear the audio and try to identify which audio clip belongs to which microphone. So here we have a clip-on mic. So this is the audio that's coming out from this inbuilt mic. Alright, so this is the audio that's coming out from our second mic. So this is the audio that's coming out from my third mic. Remember all of them yet? If not, too bad. Let's head on out. Hi guys, so we are out here. We're going to test out a few of the mics and you guys are going to let me know which of the mics that we are going to be covering and which one do you think suits each of the different mics. So here we are just starting with the camera itself. It doesn't have any mics on, so this is what comes out of the camera, which is a little bit raw and artificial if you can hear my vocals. So let's put on the very first mic. So here we have our very first mic on, and what do you guys think about the audio? I'm giving you guys a clue. It should be cleaner than the rest of the audio. This mic isn't that expensive and I really like it because it's literally hands-free. So if you can see at the back, there's this reservoir over here, and over here is the Singapore skyline. So we are at a place called Marina Barrage. It's basically a huge reservoir and also acts like a dam. So behind here you can see that there's some form of buoy, don't know what is that called. And here we are literally on the dam which stops and regulates the wave from water. So if you see from my previous other videos, it was actually quite rainy for the past few weeks. I don't know, is it because of some form of monsoon season? But basically it's been raining a lot. And today is one of those rare days. Of course, it's a little bit more cloudy. As you can see, it's so cloudy you can't even see the definition of the clouds. But it's good because it's not sunny at all. Alright, so let's change our second mic. So now here we have our second mic on. And it's getting a little bit noisy because they are actually doing some maintenance work. But this is another audio mic which I really like, and it's also quite small in form factor. You guys saw what is over on my left side. Now let's see what's over on my right side. So on my right side you can see is basically the beach area, the coastal area. And this is also part of the dam itself, this long thing. So we are probably up to the 5th or 6th video of the Sony ZV1, and you probably have noticed it isn't the perfect camera. It does have its flaws such as this audio and a bit of the video part, the stabilization. But here I am holding it on a Ulanzi MT11. You know what, let me just show you. So here I have my Sony ZV1 on the MT11 Ulanzi, and we are in a rather noisy area because there's a construction here. But you get a sensing of how good the audio is on this little mic itself. So how do you think about the vocals coming out of this second mic? Is it better than the vocals coming out of the first mic? Do also let me know if you can hear any of the sounds of the waves or the background noises. Is it very jarring? Alright, let's change out to our third mic. Alright, so here we have our third mic. So we are walking towards the end of the dam and perhaps some other sceneries that's nearby here. But either ways, this is the third microphone, and do let me know if the audio and vocals are clearer. Can you hear the sound of the waves at the back? And is there any distortion or any unnatural sounds that is picking up? So as usual, I'm just testing it on my Sony ZV1 with the Ulanzi WL1. To be honest, this WL1 lens has never left my Sony ZV1 for a very long time. I really like it a lot for both its micro and wide angle capabilities. But in case you guys miss out the video, I'll put the video right here. So do go and see. This is a very capable and affordable lens for all those who have a Sony ZV1. So actually now we are just walking over to the park over here at the back. I've never been here before, so it's going to be quite interesting what we're going to find there. But if not, let's take a last look over the scenery which I get over on this Marina Barrage Dam area. Alright, while we are walking there, I see this very interesting vehicle over here which has 4 wheels. I really don't know what is it for. So unfortunately, the place is cordoned off. Shucks. Alright, so since we are already here, let's head on down to the rocky area and capture some sounds of the environment and see if all these different mics perform very differently. That was close. So we are now here at Marina Bay East area, if I'm not wrong. So let's test out the audio that's coming out from my phone to have a comparison with the audio that comes out from my Sony ZV1, which is not the best sounding. But just in case you are curious, we are down here and my phone record. I have my Sony ZV1 here. And we are testing out the different microphones on the Sony ZV1. It's quite a nice day today. As we approach the end of the Sony ZV1 series, do let me know down in the comments below what other topics you guys want me to cover. Whether is it the more technical stuff or is it more of the different cameras and its functions. And let's change to our third and last mic. Alright, so here we have our third and last mic. So you can hear that it's a little bit echoey. There's this building behind me. So there's a bounce back and some echo. So comparing with our very first few footages which was shot on top of the dam, you can hear a lot of the wave sound, whereas here we are inside a more forested or grassy area. So what do you think of the vocals of these 3 mics so far? Can you guess the correct mics? If not, let's head back to the studio and conclude the results of all these 3 different mics that we have done today and see if you guys guessed correctly. So we are back. If you guys have noticed, my hair was much longer in the video. I actually shot all these test clips before I cut my hair. But either ways, let's begin. Let's start with the first mic, which is the most expensive one, which is this Rode Video Micro. This mic is synonymous among content creators as it produces really good vocals with its super cardioid pickup pattern. It also comes with this dead cat. Don't worry, this is not fur from a dead cat. This is also known as a wind muff, which really blocks out wind noises. It also runs on phantom power, meaning it does not need external batteries, but just gets the power from the camera itself. This is an often overlooked and underappreciated function, but it really makes things so much easier as you have one less thing to worry about. But there is one downside to this microphone though, because once you put everything together, it looks rather chunky, and you do need a cold shoe mount to be able to have this mounted. Thankfully, the Sony ZV1 does have one. Once you take out this wind muff that comes with the camera, you can just place it on the top over here. And just plug the microphone to the side. So once we open up the screen, you can see the overall profile does increase in size, but I still think that it's really a good investment for this microphone. How much does it cost? It costs 55 USD and comes with the wind muff. Next on the list is this Saramonic XM1. Now you've probably seen this XM1 microphone for quite a while now because it's really small and really portable. I really quite like it for the size and the quality that it provides. Now let's unmount this and try to see how it looks on the camera. So you want to mount it at the side over here and turn the microphone direction towards you. So once we have it mounted, you can see that the microphone is now located on the right side, which can be slightly a downside if your subject is quite close to the camera. But if you are a few feet away, it probably won't make a very big difference. It does make a difference with the Rode Video Micro because the Rode Video Micro is at the top over here. So if you are closer, this one will have a more centered audio pickup. But with that said, the audio pickup pattern on this XM1 is a cardioid pickup pattern. It's not a super cardioid, meaning that you can pick up audio at the back, so that's one thing that you have to take note. You can only pick up from one direction of audio that's coming into the camera. So how much does this mic cost? It costs about 25 USD but does not come with this dead cat. You have to purchase it for additional 12 USD. Overall, I still quite like the profile of this microphone as it looks really small. So last but not least is our third and last microphone, which is this Boya Lavalier clip-on mic. Now this clip-on mic has one downside. It's really long, as you can see. I really had to tape it out at the center to reduce the length of the wire. It is about 3 meters if I remember correctly. One thing I really like about these microphones compared with the two other microphones that we have over here is that it really picks up the audio much clearer because it's closer to your body. That's a hint to which microphone belongs to which audio, right? But besides its long wire, there's also another downside which I do not really like. As you can see over here, there's a switch which you need to toggle between smartphone or camera. But besides that, you will need a battery for it to run, which is really quite a hassle, like I mentioned, compared to the first two mics, because you need to really remember to have an additional battery for this microphone. But with that said, how much does this microphone cost? It costs cheaper than the rest, coming at 15 USD. But as you can see from the switch over here, it does work with a smartphone. So let's review the results of the 3 different audio clips that you hear and which mic belongs to which audio. I'm giving you guys a clue. It should be cleaner than the rest of the audio. This mic isn't that expensive and I really like it because it's literally hands-free. So now here we have our second mic on. And it's getting a little bit noisy because they're actually doing some maintenance work. But this is another audio mic which I really like, and it's also quite small in form factor. This is the third microphone, and do let me know if the audio and vocals are clearer. Can you hear the sound of the waves at the back? Audio is really important for content creators or filmmakers because think about it. You will not watch a silent film, but you'll listen to podcasts or music. So just let that sink in. As for which microphone I'll recommend, if you have the budget, I'll suggest for you to go for this Rode Video Micro. Though it's a little big in size, it does have this wind muff to reduce wind noises, and this Rycote suspension mount over here to reduce all the rubbing and movement noises made towards your camera. And also not to mention, it does not need any batteries to run as it runs on phantom power, so overall, it is a good microphone to have. But if you are in a studio and find yourself to be doing a lot of interviews, the Boya Lavalier mic is a good option. Though the wire can be a bit long and it does need batteries for it to run, it gives you a very good proximity between you and your mouthpiece. The audio that you get is definitely much crispier and clearer compared with other microphones which are placed far away. But not to leave the XM1 out, if you really treasure the form factor of this little mic, it will really appeal to you. Though it does not have very good audio pickups such as this Rode Video Micro, or have the versatility of having it closer to your mouthpiece, this one still works for smaller cameras or even your mobile phones. These are really the 3 good options which I think complements the Sony ZV1. But if your budget can go beyond 60 USD, I do recommend the Rode Video Micro. The Rode Video Micro is the one that is recording most of my A-rolls and it gives very clear and crispy audio. But of course the form factor will be bigger than the Rode Video Micro. But if you like the quality that comes out of this Boya Lavalier mic without the hassle of wires, I do recommend the Rode Wireless Go. It has a version 2 that just came out here, but it does cost a little bit more expensive at 300 USD. If you've enjoyed this video, do give me a thumbs up and subscribe down below. I've covered some of these microphones and other microphones and created a playlist over here, so do go over there and check them out. If not, I'll see you guys in the next video.